And we're live.
Ooh.
What's going on, everyone?
Hey, hey.
Facebook, YouTube. Man, it's been a while. We want to jump back on. It's your boy, Manny. And, of course, we have our wonderful host, Miss Lindsay in the middle.
Hey, guys.
Mark over there at the end with Walker. We got Walker, we got Weston, and we got
Walker,
What You
Weston,
Craving.
I never realized that was like
The three W's.
the three W's. I never noticed that before.
All we do is win, win, win. But we want to jump on.
My chair.
We want to jump on today. We haven't been on. We took a little break. We are starting season 2. I guess this isn't officially our first episode of season 2. This is our prelude to season 2. We just want to come in, catch up with everyone, say hi, and let y'all know that we're gonna get back in rotation with our shows and getting people on and doing on site. This whole COVID thing put us in a
everyone.
Yeah, put us in a quarantine state of mind. But yeah, man, I think I think things are slowly getting back to at least, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, things are picking up. Things are picking up for sure. But yeah, man, Marco, what's going on, bro? How you been?
Oh, just been getting everything back up and running, really.
Yeah.
Getting used to the new normal. I guess we all have. Getting the Poke Shop back open, getting downtown back open, and with all the all the hurdles that's brought, just being downtown, with everything that's been going on, and after COVID, it's a lot of factors that played into making it not as not like it was before.
Yeah. How
flip a switch and go back to normal.
Before we went live, I was asking you about the cloud kitchen, and I was actually having a conversation with someone this weekend about it, and I was, I'm not totally sure how I feel about it, but you being involved in there, I wanted to get your input and share it with everyone else. How it's been rolling out for you.
We're still, to be 100% honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. Just
and it's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, that's just the whole setup. The commissions are ludicrous. Just using the services, aside from the additional ones from that food hall. But to be honest with you, it's unfortunately it might be, where a lot of things are headed, especially if we get more uncertainty from this virus or from the rest of the year where people aren't going to go out and just in general, more people are just picking up their phones to order food rather than getting up and going out, and it's just they've made it so easy for the consumer and it's already shown great success in other markets, other cities that are a little bit more progressive than I'd say Houston, as far as all those services go. So unfortunately, it might be like the devil we know that we're going to have to work with.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about it, and people have been saying that cloud kitchens are going to be the wave of the future. And I think like anything new, there's going to be a huge learning curve as far as what works, what doesn't work, especially. Well, from both sides, as far as the people using them, and even as them as a company, and as far as the fees, as far as options and tools that they offer, and so you've only been doing it for a couple of weeks, huh? So it's still real early.
Yeah.
To really.
Yeah, about a month I think is where we're at.
Cool. And so, and how are we at Hokey Pokey?
We're back open for
sit-in
takeout. So we're back open for takeout, patio service, You know, we had some foodies come last week, and they've been posting all week. So we've got a lot of good activity on the social media. I was putting, you know, I just printed out some flyers to put around the Heights, and I had a customer come by the dry cleaners. My family's dry cleaners in Civic. They saw our neon in Houstonian magazine, and so I'm hopeful that, you know, it's gonna all come back around and get back to normal, hopefully in the next few weeks.
Well, I mean, this week, and I know it's still early Tuesday, but even last week, you know, the phone calls have been picking up, the emails have been picking up, and so the signs have been there. I do think, you know, that things will start to pick back up, and the key word that you mentioned earlier is the new normal. You know, I think, you know, a lot of things will change. You know, the office building setups, you know, schools. You know, you're gonna have to get creative. You're gonna have to, you know, figure out what really works best for you and how to, you know, reach your clientele. What I don't think will ever change is as long as you do what you do great, because no matter what, we still have over, you know, and I'm not sure what the total count is. The other day I heard 7 million people in Houston. I don't think that's correct. I think it's more like 4.5, 5 million. But we still have 4.5, 5 million people in Houston, and they still got to eat. And so, you know, that's not going to change. So as long as, you know, we keep focusing on what works best for us, what we do at 100%, our brands will always be sought after. And I'm not just saying ours here, you know, on the show. I'm talking about anyone who's doing business the right way, who has a true mission, who and operating the way they should. I don't foresee, and it's tough though, because you have, I think the biggest percentage of people that were hurt with these mid-sized companies. You know, they had, you know, 200-300 employees, and when you're forced to shut down, you know, that puts a huge dent on your operations versus, you know, someone like me who only has, you know, one food truck that I can sit there and park and then, you know, find other things for my guys to do. We can wait out the storm, but we'll see how things are going. And speaking about mid-sized companies, you know, Lindsay, what's going on over there at the West End?
Oh, the West End. We've been great, actually. Ever since we reopened, we've only been open Tuesday through Sunday, and we open at 4 p.m. rather than opening at 12 or 11. Mm-hmm. But it's been really nice. You know, we're definitely not up to the sales that we were at, but we're also cutting half of our hours. So I think we're doing a good job. We've got a lot of people that have been coming in. Our regulars are showing back up. It's been very nice. We're not, as far as COVID, we've finally stopped making our employees wear masks, though. Because for one, all of our employees are like, we're starting to like, oh God, they're terrible. We're a giant patio bar, and it's just the sweat and the mask. It's so horrible. But finally, my boss was like, you guys are the only people that are wearing masks. So, and at that point, it really doesn't do much. So we just don't touch your face, wash your hands all the time. We've got hand sanitizer like all over the place. So, yeah.
You know, we're no doctors by any stretch of the means, but you know, I've been the one thing that I look at as far as the COVID is not the new cases. Not even the death toll. I try to look at what the hospital is doing. You know, if the spikes in the hospitals have gone up, then that to me is an indication like, okay, because, you know, they say that there's a 99% survival rate. They say that if, you know, people do test positive and didn't have any of the symptoms, they say that people test positive and you can go to the hospital and all they're going to do is tell you to go home and quarantine for yourself for 14 days. You know, I went out to the march, and I know you did as well, Lindsay. And you know, I went out there full mask. You know, drank a lot of water, and I seen a lot of people out there. And so I was curious as to see, what that spike would be afterwards. And, who knows?
I mean,
Yeah.
the owner of the West End, the owner, put a really good point to it. He just said, we're all gonna get it. If it's that serious, we're all gonna get it. We can either sit on our ass and not make money and still get it, or we can just open up and make money and get it.
Right.
So, I mean, we have had one employee, but this was prior to quarantine, actually. One of our door guys had COVID, but he also sells funeral plots. So he travels the country and he's always in funeral homes. So he didn't pass it to anybody else. He actually found out he had it. Once he had it, he never came back to work after that. So, but he did have it. And when he went to the hospital, he did get checked in with 105-degree temperature. And we're talking, this guy's he's our door guy, big, buff, giant muscles, kind of big guy, super healthy, runs all the time. But he even said, he was just like, man, if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have gone to the hospital.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, with 105-degree temperature, whatever. But
talk about 100 and something degrees,
serious
man.
to me.
It is freaking hot out there today, man. Shit.
Yeah,
It is ridiculous.
It
is
pretty
nuts.
gnarly. This is really
And
cutting
we're
into my
all-
biking.
This is where we're all going to get back into it on the food truck. We have to. This is usually about the time where employees start, falling off,
Passing out.
not wanting to work, but
Well, where are we? We're in June? June what? June 9th.
9th.
And so it's not even August yet, right? Because we don't get it till August.
Oh my God. Ugh. This
it's
is
gonna
a
be
gnarly start. This is a really gnarly summer start.
2020 has been a tremendous fucking year, I tell you. It's been.
It's not
nuts.
over yet.
Like, we're halfway.
We're not
through.
even halfway there.
We're halfway through.
No, we got
yet.
6 days. 6 days, and
We
then
got,
we'll be halfway
we got
through.
another 7 levels of
Yeah. Jumanji.
I feel like this is a weird version on the Scott Pilgrim movie, and it's just getting worse and worse. And we're gonna have to beat the last of the, I don't know, God's girlfriend or something.
God's girlfriend. The final boss.
Well, man.
Oh, hey, the West End got a little visitor, food truck visitor the other
Oh,
day.
yeah?
Yeah,
Who came and
David
visit?
came by.
David
Harris?
Huh? Oh,
David Harris?
Yeah, David Harris.
Nice.
David
Shout out
Harris, and I think his fiance, wife.
to Katie.
Yeah, and then
Katie Cam and David Harris.
a couple other people.
Shout out.
He brought a couple other people. That was fun though. It was funny though because I haven't seen him in a long time, and I still don't know him really really well. But so he walked in, he was like, "Hey, Lindsay," and I thought it was somebody else, and I was like, "Oh, hey!" And then it's still I thought it was somebody else. He was like, "It's David." I was like, "Oh, hey!" But it was fun. You got to see me do karaoke.
No, that's fun.
Yeah,
That's
it was
always fun to watch.
Yeah, it was Saturday. He wouldn't do it though.
How are things been going with Walker, Marco?
We've been doing all right. The Cloud Kitchen location kind of keeps us busy in the evening. We've been doing good catering, a good amount of catering for gonna feed the front line, and we're gonna go see about feeding HPD tomorrow at the GRB. They're just kind of hanging out.
Cool.
One of them called us, a buddy of ours that's been stationed out there. I guess he had Gogi out there. They were, everything ran smoothly. So we're going to go, so they got tired of eating the sandwiches that they're being provided. So we're going to go feed them a little bit, some Walker food. But little things like that keep popping up that are keeping us busy. Of course, U of H and all that stuff is, that's
When is do they have any indication on when school's going to
next year, I think.
now
Yeah,
next year 2021 and in winter
Well, man,
semester?
that one they don't have a definite. I don't know if they've told us if it's gonna be like a spring opening or a fall.
Wow.
What they're gonna do. So we're kind of limbo, and then all the events festivals and stuff we normally do in the springtime.
Oh man.
Even right now in the summertime, there's a couple festivals here and there, and they all got pushed back or canceled.
Nice.
But we're hanging in there. We're
And
hanging in there. How about y'all?
that's the key is, being able to keep your head above water during this uneasy time, because we're getting hit. Like it's like when we're in an ocean and we're getting hit by these fucking big waves. First it was the pandemic, then businesses were getting closed down and or forcing to close down because of the protests and things that were going on within our society. And for me, from the very beginning, one of the things that I always tried to preach was, we got to be able to stay calm. It's like you're swimming. Once you start panicking and you're grasping for air and you're wearing yourself out, you're going to drown. But if you're able just to keep your head above water, stay focused and roll with the waves, sooner or later it's all going to calm. And so, that was our mindset, and I think we've done a pretty good job as far as weathering the storm. We've been getting slammed with phone calls and emails as far as caterings, graduations, customer appreciation, employee appreciation. I have a couple locations that I do during the week that aren't great. Maybe $300-$400, whatever. But that's able to pay for my guys. That's able to, keep them busy and I'll allow them to make some money. And then, during the weekend we'll get our events. Another thing that I highly want to push, because time is running out, is the PPP. If you haven't gotten your PPP loan, it's something that you really want to consider, because again, when all this started, the first thing that I said was things constantly change, right? And make sure that you're in line, make sure that you get your piece of that money, because you don't know how it's all going to play out. And so, even up to date, the president just extended, the time that you're allowed to use it and the time that you're supposed to pay it back. So essentially that's free money. And even if you don't use it correctly, and even if you don't use it correctly and you don't qualify for it to be forgiven, it's a loan at 1%. I mean, you can take that money and put it in a savings account that's going to yield you a 3% return.
Yeah, you don't even have to do anything to get that money back.
Right, and so the deadline for that is the end of this month, 6/30. So there's companies out there that have quick turnarounds. I got you. There's companies out there that has quick turnarounds, right? You can get funded with 24 to 48 hours if you have the proper documentation, and you being your certificate of formation, your business bank account, and your Schedule C. And it doesn't have to be filed. It can be your draft Schedule C. And you don't need employees, as long as it's done correctly. And if anyone has any questions as far as how to get this done, let me know. Send me a PM and I can help you free of charge. I want people to be in the best possible position. So if you feel like you're running thin and you have a legitimate business and you're structured correctly, then there's ways that you can get funded. And so we're hopefully on the end, the end side of this whole pandemic, and we'll be in the best possible position to be ready for whatever the new norm is. As far as what you're craving, we're going to be moving on some things, if not today, maybe tomorrow. And so we're going to be expanding a little bit, growing, and we'll see how that goes. I'll announce that, as we accomplish it. I don't want to talk about it before we finalize anything, but we're excited about some things. So yeah, man, I just wanted to make sure we come on, give everyone a shout out, see how everyone was doing, have this be the final episode where we, hopefully don't have to be remote, and we can be live on location, drinking, eating, laughing, joking, promoting other businesses like, this whole program has been intended to be.
Yeah, man, it's been too long.
Fuck, man.
It's been too
It has
long. We've been
It's March, right? March.
Yeah, it's March since the three of us were together.
yeah.
I need one of them Lindsay hugs.
It's so hard to be an affectionate person in this world right now. Well, it's crazy because, actually, it's super hard to be an affectionate person in this world right now. But in the world right now, affection is what a lot of things people need. So,
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. Yes.
How about?
Go ahead, Marco.
I was gonna ask Manny, when you do your caterings and your events, have you been pretty masked up, sanitizer?
Well, we have our
gloves up?
sanitizers, we have our gloves, and we have our mask. And in reality, look, if we're doing this thing right, those are all the things that we should be doing anyways, other than the mask, right? We should be washing our hands regularly. We should be wearing our gloves. And the people that we've been dealing with have been super cool. They've made it real easy. Oh shit! I better go get tested.
oh my God forbid sneeze in a store, or cough, or have a little tickle in your throat.
I don't want to do it. I try to hold it in.
I'm like,
exactly. Because we've been hearing a lot of stories of Karens and people tripping and overreacting to things and
I feel so bad for cool women named Karen.
But
I'm
no, man.
Sorry to all the cool women named Karen.
We've been fortunate we've been fortunate with, as far as our clientele. They've been super laid back, super understanding, super fun. So yeah, man, it's been cool. We're having a good. It's hard for us, right? And it's hard because we know that there's a lot of people they feel it. They're going through difficult times. There's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of uneasiness. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of pressure. And for me, again, next year, 2021, 2022, I promise you, I'm going to be, hey, look, the COVID was the best thing that happened to us as far as, my business, my family, but it's hard. You have to have empathy. So I try to be empathetic to everything that's going on and try not to, run around spreading this cheer when people are like, nah, we're suffering, we're hurting, we're this, that, and another. And it's true, and it's not, I'm not saying it's the best year for us financially, not at all. Fuck, numbers are down. Shit, we're barely making it. It's the best year for us because we got a little bit more grounded in the family. We're growing our family. I was able to spend time at home, do a lot of remodeling. Our team got stronger within What You're Craving. And one of the things that I am taking away from this is, before all this happened last year in 2019 and 2018, when I would have conversations, I would tell people all the time, well, hey, it's real easy to be successful when things are going your way, when the economy is good, people are out spending money, this, that, and other. Anybody can be an entrepreneur. But wait till you get punched in the face, and then let's see how we respond. So when all this is over, and we're in 2021, 2020, and we look back, I'm going to be able to say, hey, listen, we went through hell. Shit, we went through a pandemic. We went through some social crises, and we were able to withstand all that. And for me, that's a big accomplishment, because struggle and these obstacles reveal character, not only for you personally, but for your brand and your company. Are you doing things the right way? Are you set up? Are you positioning yourself? And again, once we get past this, it's important that all of us look at our businesses and say, okay, well, what did we learn? What was identified from all this? What are we going to go back to, and what are we going to change? Right? Because the world is changing, the market's going to change, and how we do business is going to change. It would be a shame if we make it through this and we revert back to just doing things the way we did them before, because it's not going to work. If it got us to the point where we were panicking and we were emotional and we were living in fear for the last couple of weeks because we didn't know how we were going to make it by, then you weren't in the best possible position. So, to everyone that's out there that's watching and owns a small business, it's something to think about. You gotta reassess how you're going to change with the market and how are you going to continue to build your brand, because doing things the same way, it's just not going to work. One of the things, you're talking about cloud, I was having that conversation about Cloud Kitchen and in the Uber, in the third parties, the third party delivery services. And someone asked me, well, are you using the third parties? And I said, no, it's not worth it for me. The chart, the fees are ridiculous. And he made the point, well, didn't they stop charging some fees or something? And I thought about it for a second. I said, listen, if we're going through this, right, and someone's offering a service and you're paying for that service, and all of a sudden they say, okay, well, we know tough times are tough right now, so we're going to stop charging. And then the moment things get back to normal and they start charging again, for me is, look, that you're making money off of me for something that I could be doing for myself, but the landscape and it's tough, so you stop charging. It just doesn't make sense to go back to paying for that service. You said something a couple of weeks ago about, I think it was you. I'm almost sure it was you. You said start your own delivery service. Mm-hmm. Weren't you talking about playing around with that? I think that's a brilliant idea. I mean,
yeah, but so at the same time, if we got it to that point where we were, obviously, I would probably not want to price it the same as
right.
the ones that are already existing, but
right.
You'd have to price competitively,
or just start a delivery. You can set up like the Cloud Kitchen and just you have your own, because you have two different brands or three different locations. Just start a delivery company within your own, in other words, your own delivery department within your company. Have that delivery service to save you money and do it for yourself.
Yeah, and then you'd have to run it yourself, but you'd also have to ensure that your drivers would be. Are you going to pay them per delivery? Are you going to pay them per hourly? Are you is there enough orders to keep them busy to justify that additional cost? And I think that's where like these delivery services have us by the balls, because we really, as small businesses, we do not have, it's not back in the day where you can pay someone daily or a couple dollars an hour to sit around, or a straight commission. No one's going to want to sit there and wait for a if you only have 5 orders go out that day, they're not going to make anything. So I mean, they've definitely they've built a system that works and it's efficient, and they've put it in the hands of everybody. So I agree that they have to charge. They can charge a premium for it, but
man,
is their premium too high? Yeah, I also disagree that it's very high. I agree they get away with like maybe 15%, 18%.
My whole point on that was that I find it almost borderline. And I guess I'm sensitive to stuff like that. I'm a little special, like, or retarded like that, or I don't want to use that term. Sorry, but I get offended. Like, how what you're doing is wrong, so you're gonna suspend it, right? Like, you don't go to the supermarket and they don't tell you, well, you know what, we know the economy is bad, so we're going to give you 50% discount off the food. No, as a matter of fact, they know that the demand is high, so and it's the same thing, so I just feel it's borderline offensive when they say we're gonna stop charging you right now, but as soon as things get back to normal, we're gonna start taking money from you again. I don't know, maybe I'm just special like that. But
I mean,
I think it's offensive.
I don't know.
But I'm goofy like that.
Doing it.
I mean, to me, it just that's a, I don't know, that's a save of money for a couple months. Like, why
Yeah.
not? Why not? Who cares?
And it's just
Free-
DoorDash doing that.
Yeah, we just started with DoorDash.
Yeah, it's just DoorDash, and honestly, they're a little bit easier to work with and are nicer to work with. Uber Eats is obviously the monster, like the big one you have to work with.
Yeah.
DoorDash is kind of a little bit. It's like they care just a little bit more than the other ones. You know
What POS system do you guys use?
we Square.
Yeah,
Use Square. And
Yeah.
does DoorDash integrate with Square?
It does if you have their restaurant service, so you have to pay an extra monthly fee. It integrates, like, it prints out to your kitchen, it prints out to your.
Yeah.
It does integrate 100% with that. But since we have the room and we have, you can attach it to a Wi-Fi printer. The way we had it downtown, that's how it worked. It would just, orders came in, printed at the kitchen printer, and but if you have like Toast,
Yeah, we have Toast. Yeah.
So it integrates. Yeah, it integrates 100%.
Yeah, that's actually, man, Toast I noticed really did step up like through quarantine. Like they've added like a whole bunch of different integrations and yeah, they have Toast Takeout. They've done a lot.
So Square, and to shine a little spotlight on Square, I think they did a pretty good job through this whole thing of their online store for restaurants just being. They added a lot more like pickup deliveries, COVID updates. They did free marketing campaigns that they normally charge. I was pretty happy with a lot of the stuff I saw Square doing, and even my order websites, I built them with Square's free website builder, and it sends it to my printer, gives them a time, carry out, curbside, details of the car.
I love Square, and they're a bit pricey. Like they just raised the percentage just a tad, especially like the instant deposit or transaction fees. But I feel the value's there. I feel safe. I feel I feel safe. I feel like if I need the tech support, they're there. I feel like if I have an issue with equipment, they resolve it. They send me stuff. It's under warranty. The whole format is user friendly. It's not overly complicated.
That's very true.
Yeah,
that's
and
super true.
So see, it's not about being cheap and not spending the money. It's making sure that placing your pennies where it's gonna be most effective and so yeah. Well, you know what? Go ahead.
No, I've been pretty happy with Square.
Yeah, I love Square. Marco's we know you got to get to work. I got to go open up the gym. Lindsay's gonna relax.
I gotta go pick up my car.
Oh, there you go.
Oh God, we left Present Company last night. Me and my boyfriend go to my car. We're like, we knew that's where I parked my car. Car wasn't there.
Oh no!
Fuck. We're like, shit. Where's my car, dude? Where's my car? Dude,
Yeah.
where's my car? We walk up another street, go to the side streets, can't find my car. We're like, my Toad? No, didn't park in a Toad area. We probably walked around for a good 30, 45 minutes not being able to find my car. So finally we had to call because we're just like, shit, gotta call the police at this point. My car's gone. Yeah, we were on the wrong street. They found it. But then they were just sitting there, and at this point, I was like, I'm so sober enough to drive home. I just need to get my laptop out of the car, but I'm so sober enough to drive home now. But I just looked at the lady police officer, and I was just like, you know what? I'm definitely okay to drive, but I ain't going anywhere with you two sitting here.
Yeah.
So I grabbed my laptop. I was like, we're gonna Uber.
Yeah, it's always better to be safe than sorry, man.
Yeah,
I gotta go
pay
get
that
my
Uber.
car.
Well,
Yeah.
hey Ann, I know Ann's watching. How you doing? We miss you. Cacao, Cajun, Asian on wheels.
Asian on wheels.
We all need a good food truck for your community. Y'all reach out to her. Leave a link to your website on the in the comment section, Ann.
Actually, I ran into one of my regulars came into the West End the other day, and I was talking to her, and she owns more of a pretty nice apartment complex. I can't remember the upscale living.
Mm-hmm.
And she was looking for some food trucks to do some events.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, the days of the apartments they've come back. And some do pretty well.
real.
Yeah,
some
she
do
said
pretty
that
well.
hers are doing
Yeah.
hers that she's had have been doing really well.
I-
But especially during like these times where people don't want to go out
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah, I heard that during the lockdown they were doing pretty good out there. That's true.
So yeah, so everyone who's watching, man, if you want a food truck to reach out to your community, or you want a food truck to come out to your community, whether it's an apartment complex, whether it's a community, contact your HOA, let them know you want to bring us out. Reach out to Marco at Walker. You have What You Craving. You have Cajun Asian on Wheels. So there's a lot of great opportunities out there. We've been lucky, man. I'm super grateful for the opportunities that presented itself. So y'all keep a lookout for What You're Craving. We got some big news coming out soon. And then where are you guys going to be at this week, Marco? Anywhere that the public can go see?
No, not this week.
Yeah.
This week I think we're just Cloud Kitchens, but it's online orders only.
Nice.
Yeah, no. Well, Hokey Pokey Heights.
Yeah,
That's,
y'all go visit
you know,
them. I still got them. We got to
Yeah,
set
we
up
gotta
a
get over there
show.
for a show.
We got to get over there.
We never get to that show. Yeah, and actually I think we're at Truck Yard on Sunday. So,
Nice. All right, Truck Yard Sunday.
Nice.
Truck Yard on Sunday, but yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully next week. I know we've already had talks about in the coming weeks about opening the inside dining, or at least for people to come in and order instead of just doing it online.
Nice.
That way they can order off the line.
Hopefully that'll be our first location for season 2.
Yeah.
Man, we need
Yeah, we gotta
we
make
need we need access granted, man. We need access granted.
Stepped outside and got
It's time,
on-
man. It's time.
Lindsay, what's going on
Yeah.
What's going on this week at West End?
Woo! Heat.
Heat. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we haven't really started getting back into any special events or anything, but still got steak night on Wednesday, got karaoke Wednesday night. We got DJ demo on Friday nights now. We've got karaoke on Saturdays. Talking to my boss yesterday about bringing in a DJ on Sunday afternoons for like a little Sunday tea dance sort of thing
Nice.
without dancing.
Sunday tea dance.
No dancing. It's a tea dance with no. It's a tea stand. We're gonna have a tea stand. No, that sounds like a lemonade stand. Never mind.
All right. Well,
We're gonna have a tea sway.
y'all go check her out over at West End, and then What You're Craving. We got a busy couple weeks. We're loaded with some caterings, some employee appreciation. So we'll be doing that, and then hopefully we'll get back out on the streets to the public soon. I don't think we have anything for the public coming up, but we will soon. And then keep a lookout. What You're Craving is making a major announcement coming up soon, hopefully.
Excited.
We're super excited. Super excited. Other than that, man, it's your boy Manny Fresh, and then we had
Lindsay from the West End Public House by the Galleria.
and then
wait.
wait, hold up.
I'm trying to catch it.
What do you do?
Marco with
Ayukin.
Walker.
I did it right that time. Ayukin.
I keep doing it
There
backwards.
you go.
But Marco with Walker and Hokey Pokey Heights.
The Hokey Pokey. Y'all go check them out, man. Houston, we love y'all. We're super proud of y'all. We've been representing the Texas, the world, everything, man, with everything that's going on. Like Lindsay said in the beginning of the show, spread love, spread empathy. There's enough hate. There's enough hate in the world, man. Let's spread love. Let's look out for each other. Let's support each other. Let's continue to lift each other up. We love y'all. We miss y'all. And season 2 starts next week in the Heights. Hokey Pokey.
Yeah, now we have to do it, Mon.
Spread
Now we
love
have to do it,
like
Mom.
mayonnaise.
All right. Stay trill.
Viewers.
Yeah, 6 million. All right, later, y'all. See y'all soon.